Revving up my engine, feeling that thrill. With Figure Fight Club, I'm ready to chill. Turbocharged dreams, I'm flying so high. Collecting those figures, reaching for the sky. Going turbo, can't slow down. Action figures all around. So many different scales.
Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Figure Showcase, and today we will be going over the T-800 Terminator Dark Faith 112 collectible figure from ThreeZero. I've actually never owned a ThreeZero figure, so I saw this in my local toy shop, and I picked up the T-800, the Arnold figure, the older Arnold figure. It's got soft goods, so it was right up my alley, so I was like, yes, I'm gonna have fun with this. Hopefully it's a good figure. It'll be my first time playing with one, so I'm excited. But check out the box. You have some good detail on the box here. It says Skydance 2020. And here's the top of the box right here. Here's some side art. And the back has a bunch of warnings. I do love this one. This is not a toy, only suitable for ages 15 or above. Here's the other side of the box. You get your little hologram. And then the bottom of the box with your little code. But let's open it and see what's inside. Alright, so I haven't taken out the plastic yet, but I did find something very interesting. So there was a ThreeZero warranty sheet in here that came with it, which I found very interesting. It kind of tells you, please upload image of filled warranty sheet to, this address. And then it has information, name, email, product name, purchase from, order number, and then there's a back with I guess some legal, very small. I just thought that was very interesting because I've never really seen that in a figure before. But yeah, let's take it out of the plastic. And so I've taken everything out of the box. It's a pretty interesting looking figure actually. He comes with a lot of hands actually. He's got 4 sets of hands. He's got the 2 trigger fingers left and right. He's got fists. Fist of Fury, baby. He's got some gripping hands, and then he's got open palm hands. He comes with 2 pew-pews that are over here. We're not gonna. The pew-pews are actually fairly detailed, but I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna. YouTube's been kind of hassling people on pew-pews, just as jerk. But we're gonna just cover some of it up. But the detail is actually really nice. It has a little sheen to it, which is cool, and it just kind of makes it look. They kind of made it look dirtied up, and that's cool. Here's another one right here. You can kind of see it. I wonder if the clips do come out. That's cool. And there's something in the chamber that's different colored. That's really nice too. Nothing else moves on it. They did a good job with this. Yeah, it doesn't move. They did a good job with that. And then here's the figure, right? So we'll show the figure off for a second. Now, what do you guys think about this head scan? I feel like in certain angles it does not look like him, but in certain angles it does look like him. But it is an older Arnold. I feel like in that angle it looks just like him. But then, it could be lighting too, so let's put some more light on that. There you go. See, it looks like him right there. And then, I don't know. There's something off, I feel like. Just a little bit, there's something off. But again, it's not terrible. I mean, this is, again, it's a ThreeZero, it's an import company. I think did a good job. I do like the detail of the clothes. I feel like they've done a good job, especially it's weathered, and you could see that, right? It's nicely detailed. There's patches stitched in. I don't really remember the movie and what he wore in the movie. I do like the quality of the jeans as well. It's crinkly, and that looks really cool. The boots they did a good job with too, and you get good, look at that, you get good movement on that. That's really cool. The thing I have an issue is pants do ride down. That's not just this figure. A lot of soft goods figures have that problem. It just really depends if you could strap it in at the top or not. But the detail on this is crazy. I love the fact that the buttons are metallic looking. Which is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be that way. But that's a pretty good head scan, man. I really do. I think they did a pretty good job with it. Good detail. Even the hair, you have some dry brushing on the hair too. That looks really nice. I mean, this is very photogenic figure for sure. Now, he looks kind of puffy, and I don't know if Arnold actually looks like that or not in real life, but, and that could be because of the soft goods, because soft goods do change that on people. But let's take a closer look at the articulation. All right, so, I'm going to keep the jacket on for now so we can take a look. He does the T-pose, and again, it's smooth. The joints are smooth. He's got double joint at the elbows. This one's snagged. Yeah, it's snagging on the clothes, but I feel the double joint. It's there. Let me try to adjust it. That's the other thing with soft goods. They look so great, at least in my opinion, on the figures, but they do snag on stuff. And then let's take a look underneath the shirt. So he's got a separate torso piece, and then he's also got the abdomen piece that's separate. It's on a ball. Is it on the ball joint? Yes. No. Swivel. It's swivel. Actually, no, I guess it moves a little bit. A little movement. Not too much there. Double jointed knees. Is there... I'm trying to see if there's a thigh swivel. There is not a thigh swivel, but the entire joint kind of at the legs moves. No, there's in here, and then again, the boot has really good ankle pivot. Like, holy crap. They did a good job with that. Again, the biggest issue you see is, the pants riding down. I wanted to take off the jacket, and I guess I could do this on camera too. You have to take off the hands for that, but you can see the double joints now. It looks a little bit better. The plastic is a lot shinier than I thought. Oh, whoa. So this is a figure you gotta keep the jacket on. Wow, what? This is just screws. These are just screws. Interesting. Okay. So I was gonna say, if there's screws in the arm, that means the back probably has screws too. So now, is this normal for a ThreeZero? Because I have never played with one, so I'm just worried that someone did a head swap and swapped it all out. That's interesting. Okay. I'm surprised by that one. That was interesting. So yeah, you definitely need to keep the jacket on, because that does not look good at all. I mean, unless you do like an inside shot, like, just put the hands down. You could even do it, across. The range is good. Is there a butterfly joint on this thing? Now I'm just gonna strip it. Yeah, oops, I'm hitting the camera. My bad. There is something weird going on in here, but yeah, let's just not mess with it because I spent too much on this. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna put the jacket back on, honestly speaking, because it's just starting to freak me out a little bit. But again, the best thing is the head scan. Again, very shiny body. I'm just a little surprised to see that. I might have to go look at a YouTube video of someone who did the same thing and make sure it wasn't a swap out for me, because that would be no bueno. But I'm gonna put his jacket back on. We'll keep talking about him. Alright guys, so I just went on YouTube to look and find a review, and yes, the screws are normal apparently for this figure, so I did not get duped. Yay. But apparently, it has a full t-shirt underneath, but you should display it with obviously the jacket on. Again, it's a good looking figure. It's got decent articulation for what it is. I got it for what, $70? Now, is it worth $70? The soft goods are nice, weathered, and if you guys do collect figures that have soft goods on them, they generally run more pricier. So is it worth $70? You're essentially paying $40 for the jacket and the jeans, and then the $30 for the body, which is just like a basic body in a way, but then you have that detailed head. And heads like that, run you $25 to $30, and then you have the two pew-pews and the 8 hands, and then the boots. So I would say it's worth $70. I think it's a fair price in comparison. And again, I think that's a really good head scan of Arnold. In certain places like that, I could see him. Even there, I could see him a little bit. There's just something a little off about him. it's an older figure, but I think it fits in. We'll do some size comparisons because it's smaller, right? It's an import, so generally imports are smaller figures. Well, we'll look at some size comparisons and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So here's a comparison with Han Solo Black Series. Surprisingly, he might be a taller Black Series. I don't know, but he seems to be, just in line. And then here's an Action Force as well. Sidewinder. Don't mind that samurai get up he's wearing on the helmet. I just think it looks cool. Again, but this works at 1/12 scale. Pretty decent. We'll take a look at some Marvel Legends as well to kind of give that comparison a good run. All right, so here's a comparison with a Marvel Legends Killmonger right here, and then here's a Notaman Studios blank body. He's just wearing some overalls that I had sitting around. The Notaman Studios blank bodies are actually really good articulated figures. Now that's an option if you want to switch it out. I gotta look at that neck peg, but I'm pretty sure the neck and the head are attached. But you could still remove the neck on the Notaman Studio, so that might be a plus point, and then you'll have probably a no screwed body, but again the paint, the color won't match, and that's it doesn't match right now for Terminator figure at all. Actually, like the body, you're not supposed to take that jacket off, I don't think. But I mean, again, it's in line with the 1/12 scale figures. Rating wise, I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10, mostly for the head, maybe an 8. I don't know. I'm still kind of going back and forth. The soft goods, you know what, I'll give it an 8 because again the soft goods is really where it's worth, and again it's a good figure. It does what you need it to do. It looks like Arnold. I like the weathering on the coat a lot. The jeans work well. Yeah, I'll definitely give it an 8 actually. Again, I don't have a lot of Terminator figures in my collection. I think this might be the only one. Maybe back in the day I used to have some NECA Terminator stuff, but I don't think I have any. I'm looking around right now in my room and definitely don't have anything to display off of Terminator. So this would be cool to have, I guess. A little, nostalgia for me for Terminator. Overall, I think it's a decent figure. Worth $70 price point, it's a question mark. I think it is because again it's that soft goods. The soft goods in the head is pretty good, so I think it's worth that. And I think ThreeZero generally are expensive figures. I'm not too sure about ThreeZero. That's a company I haven't really collected before. I've heard great things about them, especially like some of the Transformers stuff, and then also like some of the Iron Man stuff. I've heard amazing things about the ThreeZero figures. But yeah, overall, I think it's a good figure. It'll be nice to put it on display on the shelf. Again, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you on the next showcase. Take care.
My place, chasing the thrill. I'm never alone in this action figure world.